ass. I never thought a 6-inch inseam would turn me on.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Buggy Reviews. Today's episode, we are going to be looking at quite of a surprise hit from Marvel at the moment. A show that is actually entertaining, enjoyable. A show where you could just sit back, watch, and go, wow, this was entertaining. I got to escape into this world and enjoy myself. What is this show, you ask, dear viewers? Well, that show is Hitmonkey, a adult animated show on Hulu, and I was quite surprised. Obviously, I didn't know fuck all about Hitmonkey. Nope. I knew he bumped into Deadpool a couple of times, I guess, and that was the extent of it. I had no knowledge. Nothing at all. So I hear he's getting a show. I actually didn't even realize he was getting a show. I saw a trailer out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, wow, that's interesting. And I figured I'd keep an eye on it. You know? And the show came out about a couple days ago, and I enjoyed it. I really did. Now, what is the show about? Now, the general premise of the show is, of course, Hitmonkey. Hitmonkey is a monkey, of course, that becomes a hitman, a killer of killers. That's how they describe it in the show. I'm not sure how it works within the comics, because I haven't read any of those or really looked into them, so I can't tell whether or not if it's source material accurate in that regard. But that's kind of like the thing. He's like going on a vigilante thing, and it's like a bit of a revenge mission against those that killed his monkey tribe, And along the way, because I'm trying not to spoil anything, because I feel like this is a show that you should watch without any big spoilers in it, So, like, along the way, he runs into a number of different particular characters on this, like, hunt for the people that did it. He'll bump into Silver Samurai, Fat Cobra. There's a character called Yuki, which I'm not familiar with if that's an actual comic character or if that's just an original thing. I don't know. But even Lady Bullseye comes in contact with and is a major player in the show. And it has like a bit of a buddy road cop thing when you have Hitmonkey partnered up with the character known as Bryce, voiced by Jason Sudeikis. It has that like comedic tone to it. I think the jokes can be hit or miss for you. I think depending on what you go for. I think it was fine, and I think it does something that I think other Marvel properties just don't quite do, which is it kind of knows when to tone down on the jokes. When it needs to get serious, it'll get serious, and it won't like try to disturb a serious moment with a comedic joke. So it learns restraint, even though it has like the action comedy bit. It knows when to balance it out. It knows when to dial it back. As for like the action itself, I think it does pretty well for itself. The animation is very nice. It's got a I would say similar style to Archer in a sense. It's very nice to have a nice 2D animated show. It just works for me there. Very rarely do I feel like the animation just looks ugly or off. I think it does well for it. It works in the style it goes for. As for the characters, you have Hitmonkey himself, who only speaks in monkey, and you only get like some subtitles at certain moments when he's speaking with like other animals, because animals have their own language, sort of thing. And then you have, Bryce, who's like the other guy, one of the only people who can understand Hitmonkey. And they have this like kind of like almost one-sided back and forth conversations with each other a little bit. there's some supporting characters, that are voiced by a group of other people, like George Takei and whatnot. They're fine. I think they do well enough for being supporting casts and like fulfilling their arcs within the story. And the antagonists, besides from Lady Bullseye, I think they do pretty well at being what they are, just antagonistic forces. Maybe nothing to write home about, but I think with Lady Bullseye really kicks it in, and it's just like, holy shit, she's a scary lady. She is a scary lady, But then, and then of course there's like an obvious twist near the end. But I think you're gonna probably catch on to it. The plot ain't like that complicated, really. I think it's simple in some regards, maybe a little generic, maybe. But I think at the time of what we have to deal with these days, it's not that bad. I think it knows what I think it knows what it is, and it does it well. It sticks to that formula, and it leads off with a good show. And I think and you could say like whether or not this would be a one-off. I doubt it. I think depending on how it'll go, maybe they'll do a second season. But it kind of like rounds off the story, the main story of this season off pretty well, and only leaves maybe some avenues that could lead into a potential second one. Because there's so much that could happen with this particular character in this world. Because we get all kinds of references. We get Kingpin, we get Silver Samurai, we have mutants, we have all these different things. So it's like we have expressed the potential we've got for this, and like Hitmonkey could go anywhere, interact with any number of different characters within the criminal world, and it'd just be a fun run, I'd say. That's all I can really say without elaborating into spoiler territory. I just say that if you are interested in a animated action comedy show with some blood splashed about here and there, that's not gonna preach to you, that's not gonna give you some ideologically bullcrap, it's gonna be just like, here's a story, here's the characters, see if you like it. If you like it, you're gonna enjoy it. If you're not, that's fine. It's something simple and enjoyable in my eyes. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on Hitmonkey. Anywho, for anyone who's watching the video, have you seen Hitmonkey? What are your thoughts about it? What else do you want me to review in the content of the superhero realm? Leave it down in the comment section below. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next episode of Buggy Reviews. Goodbye.